Miraka was founded through the collaborative efforts of a number of Māori trusts, who sought international industry partners to open the $90 million milk processing plant in 2011. Today, the B Corp certified company processes milk from around 100 dairy farms.
Wairarapa Moana Incorporation, along with Te Aropaki Trust, wanted to take our products to the world directly from our dairy farms. And so that was our vision for Miraka, was to how these two Māori incorporations and trusts would be able to do that, given that it's a very challenging market. But we wanted the opportunity to control our value chain more. Well, fundamentally, it's been based around Te Ao Māori values. And so this is a program that gave us the opportunity to integrate that into our business. It's our worldview, and so our overarching vision and values is kaitiakitanga, which is about looking after the land, looking after our people for current and future generations. And so this was a good, clear fit for us to develop Miraka, and how that then manifested itself within Miraka is that we have a geothermal powered factory, which is 92% carbon free. We had all our waste products go out onto a worm farm, and the castings from that worm farm are then put into our nurseries for growing trees and for the plantings that we have. And then additionally, all the water is again irrigated back out onto our farmland. So we have a really closed circular economy. Everybody's impacted by climate change. That's been a long conversation now. And so one of the things that Miraka's done is got now the certificate for what they call B Corporation, which is a global certificate and brand recognition of those companies in the world that are looking at reducing carbon emissions, how they look after their people, and how they're looking after the environment. And so that is a value proposition that we're now starting to develop with our customers and new customers that allow us to gain value, and actually as part of the future growth strategy for Miraka.
B Corp's really important for us to actually be able to tell our story and say this is genuine, authentic, it's been audited by others, and to be honest, we didn't change a thing with the way that we operated. It was merely putting down on paper where there were things that we were doing today. And B Corp's been very important for us as well, because it's actually allowed us to demonstrate leadership, rangatiratanga, within the Māori business community. When you look at the general food industry around the world, consumers are demanding freshness, they're demanding improved formats, and they're demanding that the products they buy represent their values, especially environmental values. So by achieving Toitu certification, which certifies our low carbon footprint, 93% lower emissions than our competitors. When you look at the food service market, out-of-home consumption, the vast majority of consumption across Southeast Asia is now happening out of home. So we have to find those products. So we've created frozen lines, which allow us to take fresh milk in a frozen format, great functioning, high frothing cappuccino product. So for us, we've been listening intently to what's happening in the market, especially across Southeast Asia and China itself, and trying to customise our taonga to meet their needs. And that's how we stay ahead of the game. We will continue our journey. We want to get to 100% renewable energy by 2030. Our hydrogen dual fuel tankers are part of that journey. We're investigating ways that we continue to gain further efficiencies from the steam that we receive from Te Aropaki Trust, our key partner in that regard. So our journey is now aggressively tackling the other 7%. And with a focus, you can deliver on it. No one had done what our founders did to establish Miraka and achieve, in the most energy intensive industry in food, taking water out of milk. They were able to achieve a 93% reduction. That in its own right is impressive, and it shows that when you have belief, you can do it. And our team's working really actively on that right now. Our tankers come home every day. Hydrogen is literally made across the road, green hydrogen. We need to harness our taonga, which is our culture, our steam, and of course our Miraka that we collect.
It's been now nearly 14 years since we started off in 2011. Certainly we've made a lot of progress. We started off in whole milk powder. We've now built into UHT frozen milk products, making sure now we're adding value with our cream products as well. And so there's been quite a big expansion and upskilling of both the factory and the staff that work for Miraka, and that's just part of the growth strategy and how we're now trying to continue to build and sustain the business.